Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakal Kadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to the elect of Israel, and the 1/3 that's destined for salvation, that's following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. Shalom. Alright, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get on this a quick subject really quick about Israelite men and having multiple women. Alright? I seen this picture online and it shows two women with their head covered, at a wedding, and they both have the same husband. And this is not committing adultery. This is actually lawful according to the Bible, man. Alright? And I'm going to prove that with the scriptures. Alright? Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. This is 1 Chronicles chapter 14, starting at verse 2. And David perceived that the Lord Yahweh hath confirmed him king over Israel, for his kingdom was lifted up on high because of his people Israel. Alright? This is with David just getting the kingdom, and Yahweh has selected David to rule over his people. Right? Because David was a righteous man. Alright? And let's see what this righteous man did. Verse 3. And David took more wives at Jerusalem, and David begat more sons and daughters. Alright? This having multiple women isn't a wicked thing. It's not committing adultery. Committing adultery is punishable by death according to the law. Alright? Now, if David was out here committing adultery by having multiple women, people would be dying. Right? Now, David did commit adultery, and he lost a child because of that. His child died because he did commit adultery. But him having multiple women was not it's not a sin, and it's not a cause of committing adultery. Because even the law says that having multiple women is okay. And I'm going to prove that going to the law. This is Deuteronomy chapter 21, starting at verse 15. If a man have two wives, alright? If a man has two wives, right? One beloved and another hated, and they both had Slakia, and they have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated, and if the firstborn son be hers that was hated, right? So a man can have two wives, and now he could like one and dislike the other. And if they both have children, this is what happens. This is basically what this law is saying. Verse 16. Then it shall be, when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he hath, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn. Alright? According to the law, according to our customs, the firstborn son is the heir. Alright? Verse 17. But he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn, by giving him a double portion of all that he hath, for he is the beginning of his strength. The right of the firstborn is his. Alright? Just because let's say if a man has two wives and they both get pregnant, and the wife he doesn't like has the firstborn child, he's still supposed to get, that firstborn child is still supposed to get his inheritance, man. Just because you don't like his mother does not mean that's not your seed, man. You're not supposed to take care of your seed. Alright? What does the New Testament say? Somebody that has a child and doesn't take care of them is worse than an infidel, roughly paraphrasing. Alright? But even in the law, it is saying that men can have multiple women. That is not committing adultery. That's another false thing that is taught in these Christian churches, man. Alright? But just because it's lawful doesn't mean it's a wise thing to do. Just because you see this in the Bible and say, oh, if the Bible says I got multiple women, I'm going to have multiple women. Just because it's lawful doesn't mean it's wise. Alright? 1 Corinthians chapter 10. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 23. All things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not. Alright, just because it's lawful doesn't mean it's a wise thing to do, man. Alright, because we're still in captivity. Jake wants multiple women. You're trying to have the kingdom while you're in captivity. It's not going to work, man. It's not. You gotta be patient, long suffering. But let's go into this word expedient here. The Greek word is symphero, I believe. Symphero?
Strong's G 4851. Symphero.
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 Alright. To bear or bring together. To bear together or at the same time. To carry with others. To collect or contribute in order to help. To help, be profitable, be expedient. Alright? Just because it's lawful to have multiple women doesn't mean it's profitable, man. Alright? Because remember, if you have multiple wives, you have to take care of multiple wives, man. And multiple children. Alright? And it's kind of hard to do in captivity, Jake, man. Let's see what this word expedient means in the dictionary. Convenient, practical, although possibly improper or immoral. It's not immoral, but it's if it's not expedient, it's not convenient. It's not practical, man, to have multiple women in captivity. Now, if you're able to do it, go ahead, man. Go ahead and do it. If you're able to have multiple wives and they're cool with it, like these sisters are cool with it, man. It's fine, man. Hey, live your life, man. But it's not expedient for regular Jake. You know what I'm saying? All right. Regular Jake just want to have multiple women just cause, man. But they're not doing what they're supposed to do by having multiple women. All right. It's not just about sex, man. It's about building, man. Building a nation. All right. But it's not committing adultery, man. Let's see what committing adultery is according, again, to the law. Leviticus 20 and verse 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. Alright? A man doesn't commit adultery by having multiple women. A man commits adultery by sleeping with his neighbor's wife or any man's wife. Right? It says neighbor's wife, meaning an Israelite, and it also says another man's. That means any man that has a wife, you're not supposed to be entering into that, man. That's forbidden territory. That's polluted territory, as Jeremiah 3 says, man. But the punishment is the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death, man. Alright? Multiple men had multiple wives in the scriptures, man. And the men and the wives weren't put to death for that, man. Alright? If it wasn't for multiple wives, we would not be here. There'll probably only be 2 or 3 tribes of Israel, man. Because Jacob had 2 wives and 2 handmaids. So he basically had 2 wives and 2 concubines or mistresses, right? But they bear him children. But all his children inherited something. The kingdom. The earth. Alright? If it wasn't lawful for men to have multiple wives, then the children wouldn't get anything, right? Because I believe Wisdom of Solomon says I forgot to paraphrase it, about adulterers' children, how they're the bed of the adulterer, basically. It says, Baba Kishar, let me find it. I gotta go to 1611. I found it. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. And verse 16. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 16. As for the children of adulterers, they shall not come to their perfection, and the seed of an unrighteous bed shall be rooted out. Alright? Jacob had multiple wives. Alright? He didn't commit adultery, because then the tribes would have been rooted out. They would have had no inheritance, man. All right. Verse 17. For though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded, and their last age shall be without honor. All right. And that's plain, man. If you're the product of an adultery, of an adulterous relation, it's not a good thing, man. And that's where the term bastard comes from, I believe. All right. Verse 18. Or if they die quickly, they have no hope, neither comfort in the day of trial. And this is the point right here, or there's all the point, but verse 19, Wisdom of Solomon 3:19. For horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation. Right? The seed of adulterers are an unrighteous generation, man. And that's who runs the world now, man. An unrighteous generation. That's why there's so much wickedness in this place, man. But another thing that made me bring this lesson out is because of this gossip that's going on the internet, man. About this tweet right here, liked by over 2,000 people. This tweet is coming from a man, and it says, "Little baby after finding out Miss London told the world he cheated on Jada again." All right, what business is it what a man is doing with his woman, man? And why is this man gossiping about it, man? Let me go to Proverbs chapter 30. This place is through, man. Everybody wants to talk. And it's nothing productive, man. It's all about folly, man. Folly is set on high, man. Proverbs 30, let me start at verse 18. There be 3 things which are too wonderful for me, yea, 4 which I know not. Alright, but this is written by the words, Proverbs 30:1. The words of Avgur, the son of Jakeh, even a prophecy the man spake unto Ithiel, even unto Ithiel and Ukal. Alright, so this isn't Solomon writing. Because Solomon had a lot of wisdom, man. Solomon was the wisest man ever. All right, behind Yahushua. But, Solomon is Yahushua. What do you think about it? But he's saying there are 3 things which are too wonderful for me, yea, 4 which I know not. He's basically saying there's 4 things which, I can't even comprehend, son. But there's a lot of wisdom in this chapter. This isn't. He's basically saying he doesn't know everything. All right. Verse 19. The way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent upon a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea, and the way of a man with a maid. All right. He's basically saying he doesn't understand how eagles are able to fly. Because if you think about it, if you watch an eagle fly, they don't flap their wings. They flap their wings to take off. But once they're in the air, they just glide. They could go up and down without flapping their wings. So it's not the flap of the wings that gives them the lift. All right, but you can't describe it. You can't explain it. It's a wonderful thing. But he's saying also the way of a man with a maid. What a man does with his woman is none of men's business, man. You're not supposed to care about it, man. Why do you care? Why is it your business what he does, man? Why are you on Twitter gossiping on it like a little girl, man? What is this, man? All right, this place is through, man. Look at this man. This man got a beard on, and he's gossiping like a girl, man. This place is through, man. All right, let me go to Sirach, chapter 28. This place is through, man. Sometimes it just gets on your nerves, but all you can do is laugh, man, because you know this is the finish line, man. You just gotta endure. All right, this is Sirach, or the Ecclesiasticus, chapter 28 and verse 13. Curse the whisperer and the double tongue, Salaka, and double tongue, for such have destroyed many that were at peace. All right, this man was at peace, man, with his mistress, right? And what will happen? People start whispering on the internet. And when you put something on the internet, it's not a whisper, because literally the whole world can see it. So, but curse the whisperer, man. Curse this man, right? For whispering. Why? Because he's whispering about something that it's none of his business. And the double tongue, for such have destroyed many or are at peace, man. And that's the thing, man. When a man finds a wife, he finds a pillar of rest, man. Roughly paraphrasing. Even a man with his maid is none of other people's business. What happens in somebody's home is their business. If somebody's raising their children righteously, treating their women righteously, you know what I'm saying, having a righteous family, it's nobody's business, man. It's nobody's business. All right? But these two things I just wanted to bring out real quick. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and shalom to the elect of Israel. Until next time, shalom. Abad Babal.